My name is Julie Steinke. I am in the Architectural Drafting and Design program at South Central College. Myself and a team of adjuncts, we together combined a 2-year architectural drafting and design degree. An architectural drafting and design degree gets you a introduction to an architectural technician position. What does an architectural technician do? We are responsible for putting together the document production for construction blueprints. We are responsible for coordination of construction assemblies. As a draftsperson, you would work at a commercial architecture firm or a residential drafting service. You could also be with a structural engineer, mechanical, electrical, plumbing engineers, and create the documents that pertain to those disciplines in the construction set. Other options for the career include building product manufacturers and designing those products in the CAD software. You could be an estimator, a construction supervisor, or a building inspector with on-the-job experience. Some good skills to have for this profession include being creative and also being interested in software technology. I always equate it to students who kind of have that computer nerd in them, but also that art world that they love to dive into. Parts of the job include being organized and time management, great communication skills because you work with a team of other designers and other drafting professionals, having good problem-solving skills to work yourself through the construction obstacles that always present themselves. The career is also deadline focused. With the construction industry, there's always a time where the building needs to actually start, so the blueprints need to be completed and done. Part of the job also includes revisions and follow-up through the construction and some construction management type duties. Being a draftsperson is a very fun industry to be a part of. You're always on the cusp of the up-and-coming projects in your area and new and exciting design ideas coming to fruition. Our 2-year program operates on a 2-day-a-week schedule, and all your classes will be on 2 days of the week. In addition to that, we have internship experience built into the program, as well as volunteering opportunities for our program to get real-world construction experience if that is not in your background or your interest. And it helps our program come together as a group, and you get to know your fellow industry professionals. In addition to our 2-year degree, we also have 4-year articulations if you would like to build your degree into a full Bachelor of Architecture or Construction Management, and we can help you continue your education beyond SEC in this career. The main focus of our curriculum is our software. This is a computer-aided drafting program. We work primarily with AutoCAD architecture, and that is our 2D drafting software that you would be building your blueprints from. The majority of our time is actually spent with our 3D Revit program. That is a BIM program, a building information modeling program, and within that computer environment, you are actually building with pieces, computer modeling pieces of construction and building the building in computer space. The Revit BIM modeling also produces our 3D rendering, high quality, professional grade marketing materials. And that is also a piece of our program that we do focus on to give you an edge with developers or commercial real estate companies, and you can provide services for those. Beyond the software knowledge, we focus on a strong understanding of the construction assembly knowledge. We'll learn about all the building materials and typical constructions. We'll learn about the governing regulations that apply to the overall design layout, and we also focus on the function of buildings. The piece that is the document production, we focus on the CAD drafting practices that are the industry standard. With the knowledge set that comes with document creation, we talk about our CAD standards, our industry drafting practices. We pursue all the resources available to us and the governing rules and regulations that we must follow in our construction projects. With our construction concepts information, we focus on the knowledge and familiarity of our typical building materials, the knowledge and comprehension of the methods of assembly of those construction materials, and we work on our critical thinking and problem solving skills to put those pieces together.
My name's Jay Stencil, and I teach civil engineering technology. And civil engineering technology is kind of a combination of about 5 different career paths. And we do things like surveying, we do construction inspection, we do the design, we do materials testing, and we also do geographic information systems. And those type of positions each are for municipal infrastructure. So it's your built environment that's around you. So it's your roadways, your building foundations, your water systems, your sewer systems, and the management of all of that. So we deal in construction, and our positions are both inside and outside, depending on where you want to go with your career. The careers are everywhere right now. They are in every single county in Minnesota. They're in every city from population 10,000 or more, the Department of Transportation, and tons of private companies hire these type of students. Construction inspection is a career path within the civil tech degree, and that involves being on site and observing the construction as it's going on. And you're the eyes and the ears of the engineer. You're outside approximately 80% of the time, and then inside in the coldest winter months. Surveying is another career path as well. And as a surveyor, as a survey technician, you go out to sites that are getting ready for development, and you use GPS and total stations to get points on how the land really looks. That is brought in and given to designers, and then they're able to design the new infrastructure. To show the contractor how to build things, surveyors go back out on the job site and stake all of it so the contractor knows where to locate things. And when the job is all done, surveyors are back on the site to measure up the quantities, again, using their survey equipment.
Another career path that civil engineering technology leads into is design.
My name is Darren Talent. I'm a Bolton Mink design engineer technician. So this is a little bit about what I do. I work in a microstation. This right here is reconstruct of the Balser Sack intersection and Victory Drive in Mankato. And so it's just a matter of adjusting the cross sections and putting line work in. This is a 3D enhancement of what it would look like once it's designed. But I would lay out all of these roadway lines and the sidewalk lines and get all those together and get reports and stuff for the engineers.
Along with design, we also have what we call materials testing.
Hi, my name is Steve Rusink. I work with American Engineering Testing in Mankato, Minnesota, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about material technicians, what it is that material technicians do with a company like ours. Many times we hire material technicians to work summers for us. The engineering students come in. Sometimes we have technical college people that come in and work for us. But just to work as a material technician, it's a position that you work in a lab setting maybe 50% of the time, and you get to work outside, outdoors, with contractors on numerous types of projects. We work on roadway projects. We test sub-base materials. We test aggregate base. We test bituminous. We test concrete for concrete paving. We also get involved in testing materials for the commercial world, building construction, houses, office buildings, apartment buildings. Typically, a material technician gets his start doing material testing in our laboratory. We do a lot of tests on soil material, sands and clays, if that is a soil, and we classify soils by means of certain tests we run in a lab. If you do not like to sit at a desk and just crank numbers on a computer, you like to be on the move, you like to do different things and not constantly be working in a lab or a field setting, an engineering technician position with a company like ours, American Engineering Testing, and there are other companies like that, would be a great position, and you can definitely make a career out of being a technician. There are certifications that the state of Minnesota asks us to get to work on roadway jobs. You can gradually learn more and more about the material testing industry. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and I still find things that pique my interest, and it's something that is new. And I love the idea of not having to sit at a desk all the time and being able to go on construction sites.
Hi, I'm Katie Hipper. I am the GIS teacher. GIS stands for Geographic Information Systems. I teach a certificate program here, which would lead you to a profession as a GIS technician or a GIS manager. We offer classes in Introduction to GIS, Intermediate. We do some field mapping courses to get you outside and get you working with a little bit of equipment. But generally speaking, our careers are working with cities, with government agencies, and with independent contractors.
So what is GIS? It's a framework to organize, communicate, and to understand the science of our world. That's the Esri quote, which is the leading software that is used for GIS, ArcMap. However, really what students like to tell me that GIS is analyzing maps and manipulating data. So behind every map, there is a pile of data and different layers and information. And what we do at SCC with our GIS is we take those maps and data and complete analysis. Then we can use that information with different apps. We can take that data online, we can use it in our classrooms, and we can use it in the workforce. Some examples of some things that we do in our classes is we learn to read spatial data. This is a snippet from our software that's used in class. In this example, we were creating routes for delivery trucks and how they would move from one depot, hit all their stops, and route back to their original depot. Students were able to create the most efficient route for all of their vehicles. We learned to create maps. We learned to modify data sets. We can solve complex spatial problems and even simple spatial problems. We can display information in multiple formats and using multiple platforms, including applications and Arc Online. We can even display things at more of a global scale. We can use global route or global imaging to display how things change over time. Looking at population data in China, for example, or Japan in the mid-20th century and into now. We can display things all across the globe, looking at 3D models as well as 2D maps. And we can bring in imagery as well from Google Earth, like this example from the night sky. There are tons of careers in GIS, and this is only scratching the surface at the things that you can do with GIS.